Hello, SpeedGaming fans, and welcome to this race between Team Hime and Team Triple Clown Fiesta. We are about to get things properly settled in here. We'll have some cropping done very soon. Here we go, and there we go. Right. I'm the Titan 84, and I am joined here by Sentinel. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Looking forward to seeing what comes out of this week's co-ops races.
Yeah, co-op Randomizer, and we have powder so far, and a sword. Nice.
Early sword, always nice in Randomizer. You're running around because you can. I think everyone can see we started with boots, but if you're running around the world in Randomizer without a sword, you are very likely to just start dying to things before you see them.
Yeah, that's why we gave them boots.
Yes, because it's way more fun for viewers, but it's very dangerous as runners. I've seen way too many people dash right out of Sanctuary and just immediately die to whatever enemy replaced that knight.
Yeah.
Guard. Oh, we got a Lionel in next to Uncle. See, that's a good example of Randomizer putting something somewhere you really don't want it.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure. You introduced the runners, but I'm not sure if I think it cut out for a second. Okay. So today's game is between Triple Crown Fiesta on the right and Team Hime on the left. This is actually still an important game to both teams, as Triple Crown Fiesta has clinched playoffs, but not which spot they're going to have in playoffs. And Team Hime is effectively in a 5-way tie for fourth. There's one team with one less win, but they're all basically at the same point.
Yeah. This is, as you said, very important for both teams in different ways, and that's our second sword.
Of course, as I look away for some of those numbers we saw Chicken Hut, it's my favorite room. What did it have?
Which room?
Chicken Hut?
I don't think it
Cat's
was
talking
anything.
about it, so I think we may have seen it already. Oh, like fully vanilla? That's disappointing, actually.
It can be worse, but with a master sword, we can do it decently.
Yeah, when you walk in there, there's like 2 Lionels and the trap, and you can have some pretty rude rooms.
Apologies if my voice goes robot from time to time. My internet isn't too stable right now, but I should be fine. Yeah, completely vanilla Chicken Hut. That's disappointing.
The only other thing we should go over is this is pretty early on into the week. So in case people don't know, that week 7 will be a co-op, obviously, info share. So our players on each team are talking to each other. They're letting each other know what they're finding. So there are going to be a lot of checks we're only going to see on one of the 2 runners on each side. It is Randomizer, which is why we have a spike trap, spike trap in the top left. Oh, this is another room that's always interesting.
We did find flippers and hookshot here in Minimal okay?
And they're gonna have all the items to finish the seed before we explain what the seed is. And the final thing that we gotta talk about is that it is a full boss shuffle. So the bosses will all be shuffled around, and 3 bosses will show up twice, but we don't know which ones.
Yeah, flippers are really, really nice to have early, because you don't want a fake flipper with Randomizer.
No, fake flippering and Randomizer is a good way to get killed.
There's a lot of enemies that are homing in on you, and yeah, that's instant death.
Just quickly to go over co-op again. It is our 2 players on each team are talking to each other and sharing what they're seeing and telling each other what they need to get. So the games are not connected in any way, but they're playing the same scene.
Yeah. So as you saw, Tito here pulled only the middle and the right side of Minimolden Cave because he knew there was nothing on the left side. His teammate had already been there and told him so. We did find the flute in desert area. God, what's the name of that area again? The cave there. Aginex cave. Thank you. It's been a while. Okay.
No, that's fine. Oh wow, this area where the crabs normally are has got anti-fairies. At least you're less likely to die when you touch one.
Yeah.
Crabs do way too much damage for when our runners normally get over there.
So yeah, 2 swords is making me a little bit nervous because a lamp is enough for Aga 1 to be in play.
Nervous? Don't you mean excited?
Well, there's the Moon Pearl, so that's just a lamp away from Dark World access.
Definitely the way our runners want to get Dark World access, for sure. We have a floating bush crab on Dragon Strike side.
Kermit is actually... Ooh! That's impossible! That is flat out impossible. That is flat out impossible. Anyone that
missed it, that was hilarious.
You have to have an invincibility item going in there or enough hearts to tank one hit.
I feel like somebody should clip that particular location because I'm sure some people are going to have a good laugh about that after.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yeah, if somebody wants to do that, because yeah, that's a great location.
It's not that it's a little bit away and coming for you. It is on top of you as you exit. You have no reaction time.
Yeah, that's a guaranteed damage hit.
And it's a crystal roller, so I believe is that 6 or 8 hearts of damage?
The TR rollers? I'm not sure exactly how much they do.
No, it's not the TR rollers. It's even more. It's crystal rollers. They're not in the vanilla game. So there's the orange rollers that's in TR. They deal 1 type of damage, but I believe the crystal rollers do even more damage. But they're not actually in the game. They're in the files. So. Yeah, from what we've seen so far, I think the mountain is the play. One check we can do there. Or, just the front of escape.
Yeah, we're definitely starting
to have a bottle. Nope. Yeah, well, we are completely running out of things to do, so yeah, front of escape. True, hookshot does give Paradox Cave, so we can go over to the right side. I forgot about that. So yeah, we do have a couple of things up here on the mountain to go for. Which is slightly unfortunate that Team Hime nearly lost locating that flute.
So we do have 2 clips now also in chat, so anyone that missed exactly what happened to Kermit, you can go find out. Yeah, so like, basically we're looking... There's so few locations left, I feel like it's more likely that we have to do Aga than not.
Yeah, I mean, we have 6 checks here in Paradox, and a couple in Quantum escape. Half magic is nice, but
Yeah, but to not do Aga, we need 2 items to get into Dark World.
Yeah.
Whereas to get into Dark World with Aga, we only need 1.
Armor is really, really nice in Randomizer. And there's a glove. Okay.
Oh, so now it's 1 item or 1 item.
Yeah. That glove does open up a bit of the light world. At least light world checks. Back of escape.
Yeah.
Sora was open with the flippers. I mean, the seed could be that nasty that it is Easter. It absolutely could be. Because it expects you to be able to get past those.
I mean, at that point, you just need to get enough health to try to push past it.
Yeah. I mean, you're just gonna...
Try using
can't...
some speed techniques.
I'm pretty sure you can't save invulnerability frames through doors, right?
That is a good question.
I'm really not sure about that.
We have myths now.
Oh, okay, so never mind. Yeah, we did find myths.
I was not watching that screen, so I don't actually know what the location was. They are on the mountain.
Yeah.
Spiral Cave.
Yeah.
Thank you to our trackers who are keeping us informed when we look at the wrong screen at the wrong time.
We have 2 pairs of eyes on 4 screens. It's a job. We did get a out of order ice rod from the old man.
Got a map check. Looks like TR and Ice were pendants with a red crystal at Mire.
Yeah, and by the way, this is extremely dangerous going for the old man rescue here, because when you pick him up, that's a safe spot. If you die on the way out, you're gonna have to get out, one way or another, or save and quit. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's a death. Yeah. Raylan getting a skull in the way.
The nice thing in general about that cave, though, is that a lot of the enemies start in the wall because they're bats, and bats can do that.
Yeah, but unfortunately that is a floating skull, so it doesn't care if it starts in a wall.
Yeah.
And it also hurts a lot.
Yeah, well, that is exactly the problem, right? Everything hurts a lot in Randomizer because you're starting to get late enemies where they're not supposed to be when you have... What are we at? 7 hearts? 6 hearts.
Yep. Yeah, Team Hime is slightly behind. That's mostly down to the flute. Them nearly lost locating.
Yeah, in the end, both teams are gonna do a pretty full clear of this early game. I think the bigger difference should come down later to where some of these items are in the Dark World.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
look at that. Thieves location. Thankfully, we can kill thieves.
Yeah. Now, I am going to keep my eyes peeled for when Triple Clown Fiesta decide to go over to Eastern Palace.
I just want to say that this Thieves Town actually has a lot of thieves.
Mm-hmm.
This feels a little bit more what I would have expected the game to have had.
Mm-hmm. Wake for TR.
Maybe.
Not
Okay, well,
sure
there's
if we
one more
checked
item we're
that.
gonna need.
Yeah.
Our runners are probably hoping that one of them is Bombos, so that means Bombos is somewhere reasonable. What did we find? Okay, our first boss is Cold Stare, and we do have the Fire Rod.
A lot of magic. Getting our first boss kill of the day. And red mail.
Red Mail, very nice.
Yeah, I think with red mail, I don't think Triple Convoyers is actually gonna die to that crystal roller.
Yeah, I was gonna say, maybe we can finally check Easter.
Yeah. Because Randomizer only differs between two types of enemies. It is enemy that requires a specific item to kill. Ooh, that's a back of escape.
Or rollers.
Well, yes.
At least
As I
these
was
we can
saying,
avoid with
yeah,
careful positioning.
yeah. I would not be going in here.
Oh, we're getting the back of... Oh, no, we have Fire Rods. Just
We have fire rods, so okay, we have some vision. That's
Yeah, that's not
better.
bad.
That's bad. That's better. Going here blind is that's asking for to get hit.
Yeah, it's dangerous in Randomizer. Basically, any dark room is dangerous in Randomizer.
Yeah.
For rubies. But now both of them know that that's not important, so Kermit won't be going there.
We have bombos for Meyer.
Oh, well. Bombos is just a really, really nice thing to have.
Yeah, Ether
in
is
Randomizer.
not. Yeah, Ether is also really nice. Quake,
Yep.
not so much.
Yeah. But now that we're gonna need to find Bombos for Meyer, we'll at least know that it's somewhere in logic. It's just really nice to have a delete all enemies on screen button.
True.
Except, of course, rollers and spike traps that cannot be deleted and can be in really unfortunate locations.
Yeah.
Though I'm not sure the last time I saw one sit immediately on top of a door that you can't avoid like that.
That cave has a shield and a red boomerang for us, so 0 out of 10.
Sorry, what was in there?
Red boomerang and shield. Oh, that's bombos.
Oh. Red Boomerang has its uses.
We have a hook shot. Wait, where did Rellin take you find the lamp?
That is a good question. You know, still, like having... Oh, wow, there's a Gibdo in
Meyer shed
the
had lamp.
Skullwood's room.
Thank you. Yeah, Meyer shed had lamp. Okay, thank you, chat. And the Smiths are explosive experts today.
No, at least that one makes sense. Sometimes those Smiths give us something that I'm not quite sure how they made it.
Oh, there's a Kano Burner. Team Hime is gonna be happy about that one.
Yeah, well, once they get this red mail, their team will also
Yeah. I'm just
be
wondering
confident in getting through there.
which bosses can't we beat?
And
We got all, right?
that's a good. We have a boss fight down on Thermal side.
Yeah. Because we have Fire Rod, we have...
Okay, I don't think we want to fight Armos Knights.
We have a
But-
River, right?
Cane of Burn is probably the best strat right now.
Yeah. Half Magic and
But-
Cane of Burner.
I don't think we want to do that.
I mean, want and not be able to are two very different things.
Yeah. I mean, if you pull off the quick kill, or the good setup, I guess, not the quick kill, for Cane of Burna, Armos Knights is not bad. If you don't immediately get them all stacked on top of each other, then it's gonna be unfortunate. Excuse me, game. This is Boss Rando. Why is Mothula in Skull Woods?
Well, there is always a chance that Mothula is here.
This is
But yeah.
disappointing. I was really hoping for Helma or for Moldorm.
Without the hammer, Helma in this room is a no-no.
Yeah, but
'Cause-
hold on. We could see Helma Copter.
Yeah, but how do you kill it?
That would also be fun for us, just not for the runners.
So you can't place a bomb next to the helmet.
Well, okay, so we found 2 bosses so far. None of them are doubled up. But that does give Team Hime an extra crystal. So they now have 2.
Yep.
Triple Clown Fiesta will not be too far behind, with Rallin already in that dungeon. It's interesting that Hermit's here as well. Oh, probably going for that Cane of Burnham.
Yeah.
Those enemies were kind of not being friendly. They just weren't getting hit. I'm having a little bit of a problem here with this room if it gets through.
Yeah.
Sometimes the enemies in that room can just be a little awkward.
Yeah. And Team Hime being very well aware that, yeah, that cane is gonna come in handy. Oh, Tito's in Eastern.
Yeah, I just
And he
noticed that myself.
he just walk past it.
Yeah.
He
Well,
did
red
take...
mail, things don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, red mail does help a lot. Green mail there, it's just dead. Oh, it didn't spawn on top of him, so yeah, it depends on, because I think it's on the same super tile as the bottom room.
Yeah, it must.
So it depends on how fast you get to it.
Yeah, I guess going in and waiting a few seconds would have worked better.
Yeah, or not dashing up to the pot, or yeah, doing something that reduces it.
Now we have a third runner on Mondo. Can use a potion.
Health potion, yeah.
So the interesting thing on blue mail is it doesn't matter if you get hit by a spike or Mothula, they'll actually do the same amount of damage.
Mhm. Gonna get... Oh, that's the Lionel room.
No.
Tito has a
Lionel's
cape.
and Lionel's and Thieves in Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, and Tito has a cape from somewhere. Oh, he found it in
was
Eastern.
in
Okay.
Eastern. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we have a lot of runners everywhere right now, so yeah, we're gonna miss a couple of checks.
Got a single arrow over there on Catfish.
Yeah.
We are gonna get another boss check soon.
Yeah, what Tito is doing is technically logically locked. Even with the Randomizer, the game expects you to have a bow coming in here.
But never actually requires it.
No.
All the kill rooms will have enemies that you can defeat with anything. Oh, this actually that was well done there. Tito said. This could have been a really annoying room if they didn't sync up that well. Oh, Armos at Eastern are okay.
Yeah, Tito, you want to save that. Oh, he got hit. You actually want the beams here.
Yeah.
Because it is so much easier to hit and keep them in a certain pattern.
Here's the other thing. Being in here with a Master Sword actually is really unfortunate because Master Sword does the least amount of damage to Armos out of all the swords. So, instead of swinging, it's better to do a spin because a spin will do significantly more damage.
And we get a sword.
Oh, that's kind of mean. Hey, you just defeated us with the worst possible sword. Here's another one so that you don't have it anymore. But yeah, chat's talking about something that I was going to say before we got into that conversation. If I hadn't seen the Cold Stare in Thieves Town, I'd be wondering a little bit if we actually had randomized bosses. We were 2 out of 3 vanilla.
Yeah, and yeah, Raylan found the mirror somewhere.
Finding the mirror before doing pod is very nice.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason he's over here.
Oh,
okay, mirror on pyramid, yeah.
Well, that works. It's kind of on the doorstep.
I assumed as much because that was the only check he could have done from Catfish down to pod.
Yeah, actually, if you're coming from that direction, you're definitely going to try pyramid, which is great. We have 2 runners in new dungeons, while Rallen's in pod. We do have Kermit in Mire. Rallen does not have a key to the door that he wanted to go through. Yeah, pod can do that once in a while. If you get a bit of a weird key placement, sometimes you kind of gotta walk around if you skip a check. Pod has a lot of keys and a lot of doors.
So to answer chat, Tito didn't check all the chests there because he knew what the other 2 chests contained. He just skipped them.
Yep, that's one of the things of this mode. The better you are at communication and remembering where your partner and your teammate has been, the less you'll check.
Yeah, which is why Tito is on 5 hearts, because you generally don't waste time picking up heart pieces.
Yeah. Early on, I find a lot of runners will pick up full hearts because they're kind of worth it. But especially now having red mail, like, you don't need too many at this level of play.
Yeah, at this level of play. Wait.
If you're a viewer learning to play, then yes, please pick up every heart because you'll need it.
Raylan, why did you death ball? You have a mirror. He was on full heart.
When he started.
full.
Oh, then he forgot. He just got it, so he probably forgot. We're being told that it's Lanmo in pod. We must have had a map check.
That's... Well, we're gonna need a hammer to get there, so... And a bow.
Just a little bit of a note for anyone that doesn't know, for viewers. If you find the compass, you can check the map and you can find out what the boss is.
In boss randomizer.
Yes, in boss randomizer. It gives compasses a little bit of value when you're in a non-key sanity mode.
Yeah. Now, this is interesting, because I don't see Triple Clown Fiesta going back to Graveyard Ledge anytime soon. And they won't need to, because that's a piece of art.
Did you see what's in Mire?
No.
It's gonna be blind. That is not a boss room you want blind in.
As long as you have sword beams, it's okay.
Yeah, but if you, that's a really awkward room, because the entire top half of the room, you just take damage when you stand there.
Yeah, which is why you need sword beams or King of Samaria to just punt block stuff.
Oh yeah, King of Samaria would work.
Which Raylan found in pod, I believe. Yep, and Raylan did get straight, move face first into that crystal roller, and is down to 1 heart. I believe it was pure luck that Tito actually got into the room without the crystal roller in his face. I believe we've seen Purple Chest, right? We saw the Smith.
I haven't watched someone do it.
No, but it was just a piece.
So I guess here's the thing: what do we actually need to finish this seed? We need
Bow
Quake,
and
we
hammer.
need hammer,
We need
and a
bow.
bow. That's it.
Yeah, and bow and hammer locks a lot up in the eastern part of the dungeons, but not so much in the others. Now, we do have a Pen and Dice Palace, which we can't access fully without the hammer.
Oh, actually, we may not need Quake. Quake is our entry into Turtle Rock. That's a pendant.
True. So yeah, hammer and bow.
Hammer and bow are the two things we know we need right now. Until the hammer is on Laser Bridge.
Can't be.
That can't happen.
You need a hammer to open Turtle Rock.
Yeah. How about both bows on Laser Bridge?
That is entirely possible.
No, it's unlikely that we'll need the Quake, but it is possible.
It is possible.
The purple chest is getting to see a room it doesn't normally get to see.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go visit the magic bat.
So this is not the most effective way to do Armos with Erna.
Oh, but it got pretty far.
Yeah. So what you do is you wait in the center until they all hop inwards to begin moving to the top. Once they're all next to you, that's when you activate it. You hit all of them, and you just push them up into the upper wall.
There is another setup earlier on that you start hitting them as they come around and they'll move into you, but I forget the exact setup. But it does work too, and as they move in a circle, they all just join in up at the top, but it's the top right corner. So another crystal for Triple Clown Fiesta. Brings our teams all tied up in crystals.
There
Whoa,
have been
what a
so
place
many
for a roller.
rollers. There have been so many rollers.
They all like being in really small, tight rooms that you kind of can't avoid them in.
Yeah.
Or you have very little time to react to. Oh, this is a smart use of ether over on Dragon Strike's side. Just clean out all those enemies all at once.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Tower of Hero being checked.
Yeah. Nothing so far.
And what boss do we have? Moth? Yeah, Moth. Okay, so Mothula is one of our 3 double-up bosses. There will be no more Mothulas for the rest of the season. Do you see how fast that Mothula went down? And do you see what Mothula dropped?
Oh.
That's a bow!
The Hammer Go mode. And Turtle Rock is dead. Hammer Go mode is one of the better ones because it can't be in too many places.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that are locked. The problem, though, is that in some places, like Ice, it only locks parts of it. So we're going to see Tito go in, try to see if it's anywhere there. But he may spend a lot of time going through this dungeon and then finding out that he has to go through and then do this entire dungeon again later with Hammer.
Yeah. You know where it would be totally awful if it was Swamp?
Oh,
yeah. There's one check you can do in Swamp without the hammer.
I've seen it there.
Yeah, I've seen it there too, many times. It likes to be there.
But yeah.
Okay, this is good news. Dragon Strike for Team Hime is heading up to Hera.
Yeah, that'll be important to find that bow.
Yeah, that is very important. Knowing your Go mode and knowing Go mode Hammer, that's really important for this seed. Not sure why Tito is going back for the switch. I doubt we're gonna do the boss in here. He doesn't have Kane.
Yes, this is
okay.
A bomb jump road.
Okay.
Okay, good setup for the Herapod over Dragon Strike. That Any Fairy is just chasing Dragon Strike.
I believe the big key is in the basement.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Dragon Strike, I think what happened there was he was setting up a little bit lower to try not to hit the spike. Spike, and went a little bit too low and caught the bumper. Yeah. When you get a spike trap right there, you just go around it.
Yeah. Kermit Well, Kermit can clear this dungeon. Gets escape. And we'll be happy to hear that Dibbo is in logic. Meanwhile, yeah, we are in Hamago mode, so we are just waiting for one of our runners to find it. Tito is making new checks in Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think this is the only thing that we're seeing right now out of all our runners that we haven't seen yet as viewers and commentators.
Yeah.
We're to kind of keep an eye if you're hoping that somebody finds something. That was an awkward room right there on Tito's screen. Not the way that he did it, the way that the enemies aligned.
Yep.
Oh, this room is going to be fun.
Are those vanilla? Well, I think those were vanilla monsters, right? Just looking very different.
Yeah, the visual glitch makes it very difficult to tell exactly what that was.
Yeah, but they did split.
Yeah, that's true.
And Tito doesn't have a smoky, so he is locked out.
This is another dungeon that can be very awkward layouts.
Yeah, which is why you want to do it the breaking the rule.
Dragon Strike
Because-
is in Eastern and managed to avoid our nice roller in the entryway.
Yeah.
The one thing that we're seeing a lot from Team Hime is that they are... Oh, let's see what the setup is here. Yeah, that was too early. So part of the problem right here, see, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Because Kermit used it when they did.
Yeah,
One of the
you
Armos
wait.
Knights-
You wait here in the center. Now you use it to get all of them up there. It's
So
really hard to get them all at the same spot.
Yeah, there is a way to do it earlier. The problem in this particular case was that Kermit used it before the Armos Knights actually got into position. And if you use it before they get into if you stop one of the knights from getting into position, they will never start moving.
Yeah.
So what happened is normally where they were doing it, it would have started to work because the other knights would have joined in. But the problem is because that one knight that was being hit never got into position, the rest of the knights never started moving. We're going to get one more Armos Knights fight. But
Yeah,
with
but this
bow,
time with
so
a bow.
this one's going to look a little bit different. This is the way the game intended you to do it. Again, you know what? Dragon Strike also hitting an Armos Knight, one of the Armos Knights, a little bit too early. The Armos Knights didn't get into position and didn't start moving. That doesn't happen all that often, and both teammates here did it.
Yep. And ice is empty. That was about 4.5 minutes for Tito. Checking
That's what
that
I was
out.
talking about with when it's Hammer Go. That is an interesting spike on screen on Tito's screen. But that's what happens a little bit with Hammer Go modes. There are certain dungeons that you just kind of have to start going through and hope it's there. And you use
It's
a lot
on green pendant. Hammer's on green pendant.
I was watching that as it happened. Okay.
I was expecting it. That's why I was so quick on calling it. Cause yeah.
Boy, okay. 40 or just under 45 minutes. We are in.
Hello.
Go. Well, actually, yeah, they're in Go because Kermit does have Cane of Samaria and Dragon Strike has everything else required, so their team is actually in Go mode.
So here's the question: when does Triple Crown Fiesta go to desert, kill the boss, and go back with the Green Panda?
Well, their team has been doing a very good job of separating out checks. They're rarely doing the same thing. So hopefully we'll see it soon.
Yeah, so Team Hime has 6 completed dungeons that they have to complete. Triple Crown Fiesta has 7.
Ascend, one of our trackers, saying that Tito has actually been to desert and cleared everything with boss. That's going to make it far less likely that someone's going over there for a while.
Yeah, that's rough.
If it was the entire dungeon, I could see them checking it pretty early because hey, there's about three items in there now. But to go back just for green pendant,
there was nothing leading to it. Dragon Strike was just doing desert and felt okay. Let's just do the boss because they hadn't been over to the closet yet. So they just felt, oh, it's another item I can turn in when I go over there.
Yeah, there could be some. I missed that spike trap the first time. That is an interesting location on Dragon Strike side, using the cape to avoid it. But yeah, in co-op sometimes it changes what some runners are willing to skip in comparison to non-co-op races.
I'm not 100% sure if there was an item on the boss. I don't think there was.
There probably wasn't, so the logic was there's only one thing and it's a lot of time to go there.
Yeah.
But, well, here's the other thing. Oh no, that was the hammer. Yep, I'm not even going to say what I was thinking.
Nope.
For these runners, it's the afternoon, but for me, it's still morning, so I think my brain's still turning on.
Yeah. All of these runners are actually German.
Maria pickup for Dragon Strike. That puts Dragon Strike in actual item go. I don't think there's anything else that he's going to need to pick up. 48 minutes.
It's a good time for item go mode.
Kermit going to go pick up the hammer, probably loop that in, take it over to Saha, or get the green pen and go over to Saha, and then go do Easter to get the bow, and there will be a go mode there as well. The thing is, even with Tempered Sword, there really isn't a lot that our runners could want. We have Red Mail, we have Tempered. The difference between Tempered and Gold is nice, but not big enough. So I don't think we're going to see these runners pick up anything that's not directly in front of them.
No. But yeah, the good news for Triple Crown Fiesta is that it is the hammer. It is locking them out from so much that eventually that green pendant play is going to be one of the few they have left.
Yeah. But I think it's going to be pretty much a last location here.
Yeah. When you've called that, there's no more items in desert. It's just a green pendant. Yeah. That's especially since they've already done the closet.
Colster got a little bit away from Rowland.
Yeah.
Fire Rod and half magic, this is pretty. And yeah, like even we have half magic, right? Like what are our runners looking for?
Silvers.
Like silvers and gold sword are the only two real upgrades that are left, but neither of those I think is going to give these runners a big enough time save to be worth looking for.
No. I mean, maybe you check validation chest.
Yeah, Moldorm 2, there's a few checks that are just going to be directly in front of your face that you're just walking past anyway.
Mhm.
If you're going to walk past the chest, they might pick up a few of those in the hopes it's silvers or gold. But if they're not directly in front of the chest, I don't see them doing it.
No.
And there goes Lanmo on Dragon Strike side.
Yeah, and Kermit is rushing up for his bow.
So here's the thing: we still haven't seen a Trinex. And what else have we not? We haven't seen Helma.
Yeah.
Or Moldor. And all of the bosses are in the game somewhere. It doesn't mean we're going to have to defeat them. One of them could be, with how many vanilla bosses we have, we could just have Trinex at Turtle Rock. On the other hand, we could have the big key to GT locked behind Trinex on ice. So...
Yeah. Now, we have red mail, and we have half magic.
It's not so much just death as just doing it on ice can be very annoying. You can miss a lot of shots because you don't stop where you want.
Yeah.
Half
And
magic will definitely help with that.
Kermit having some problems with the Herapod here. Yeah, at this point, just walk up. Raylan is doing Pyramid Fairy. Not gonna find anything.
Oh,
Hey, we could. Sorry.
No, continue. Sorry.
We could have completely vanilla Pyramid Fairy items.
Yeah, we could. The thing is that I realized is that the big key's in the basement of Hera. So walking up is a very slow process today.
Yeah. That is unfortunate, but if you really can't get the Herapod to work, then just... Yeah.
Yeah, the backup boot, like the boot strat is pretty good if you know it. It has a little bit more of margin of error, I find.
So we got a shovel and a shield in Pyramid Fairy. Slightly less value than Silver's and Gold Sword.
Ooh, Ball and Chain Guard blocking the big key. Wrong dungeon game. That's supposed to be an
And yeah, Dragon Strike rushing through swamp here. If there's a sword anywhere, it's in swamp.
You check the two chests here?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of the close, but I don't know if it's worth checking. What Dragon Strike does. Check them. Okay. That's where the big key was. That's lovely. A lot of thieves today, it feels like. I just feel we keep turning around and there's just thieves everywhere. Oh wow, we're checking the waterfall chest. Okay.
Tito is doing desert.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but that's what, 8 minutes later?
Yeah.
They are still on 8 cleared dungeons. Team Hime is on 11 clear dungeons that you have to clear.
Yeah. Oh.
It would be fitting if this boss dropped the silvers.
Yeah, it would. So we have Vidi here. In Swamp. There we go. Done. That leaves one more dungeon for Dragon Strike.
Kermit. Yeah, Kermit just did Swamp Palace. No, sorry, Kermit just did Tower of Hera. and got his bow. So he has Swamp and Pot left.
So 3 dungeons left for Team Hime, and we have 1, 2, 6 for Triple Clown.
Yeah. So Team Hime has a small lead, but there is still some execution still to be had.
I think we can say that Team Hime does have the lead, though.
Yeah, that is
good
clear.
margin.
That is clear.
And I think with the number of dungeons, there's got to be some large execution errors for the catch-up. Well, I mean, it could also even be GT routing.
Yeah, I mean, GT routing when you have 2 people isn't that much time, but if it is behind Trinex on ice, then it becomes execution.
Yeah. Well, the thing about the 2 people is something I was going to mention earlier before we got sidetracked. When we were in Swamp, Dragonstrike was picking up a lot of extra chests. But one of the things is that because this is co-op, if he found something important, it would actually speed up Kermit as well, so finding something has twice as much value. So we may have runners check something that they might not normally check in a non-co-op because it gives twice the amount of time if it pays off.
Yeah. And I believe that was a last location for Triple Crown Fiesta, because Raylan was already heading to Desert before Tito got the hammer. So I believe that was a hard last location for them. Well, it could have still been a swamp, but damn near last location.
Well, the thing is that Team Triple Crown Fiesta has been doing a very good job of splitting up the checks. They were almost never in the same place, so that makes sense. They've just gotten to the end, and that was the last location.
Yeah. That yellow spike is rude.
Like, spike traps and rollers this game have been in really unfortunate locations.
Yeah. Right
off the bat, the game said, you know what, I'm going to put 4 chickens in Chicken Hut to make you think that I'm going to be kind with the placements. And then it just put spike traps and rollers immediately behind doors and on small paths. So yeah, for the next little bit, we're just going to see our runners executing dungeons. There's not too much to talk about here.
Yeah, I mean, there are some dark rooms here. You have a lamp, but oh, nice anti-fairy. That's a nice heal for Dragonstrike. Brilliant tank here, getting his go mode hammer. Probably not happy about that one. Because I mean, you feel behind at this point, right? As Triple Crown Fiesta.
Yeah. Especially with having somebody have been in Desert so much earlier and just not finishing it. There's always that thought of, well, if they were here at about the same time, but they completed it, they may have known where this is for, what, like 20 minutes?
Yeah, and
the thing is that the time gap's not that big.
No,
this is what we were talking about blind on Dragonstrike's side. You end up having to do a lot of work using the cape and the wall strat, because the magic not draining while you're holding the wall is a great strat here.
That is our 7th crystal on Dragonstrike's side, and we would like to play a little game with that. Numbers are already rolling, so get your guess in between 1 and 22. I would like to remind people that this is co-op, so it's probably not going to be a high number. Now,
Well, it depends on when Kermit gets there, because if, say, Dragon Strike is able to do all of one side, then it will be probably about the same.
Yeah, but
as normal.
Kermit only has Swamp left to do. This is his last 7. So he is pretty darn close.
Kermit not using the Kinesmaria glitch to go down.
That's fair. If you're not gonna pick up any of the items down, he knows there's nothing down there. Dragon Strike already checked them. Then this is pretty much a wash in terms of time commitment.
I kind of wonder if one's faster or not, but. So what's your number guess normally?
7.
7? Oh. It's close. I always say 8. So we're right next to each other.
Mhm.
Except on some routing, that could mean we're very far apart. In some routes, 7 and 8 are not close to each other.
Mm-hmm. And as a reminder again, it is the number of checks that Dragon Strike has to do before he gets the big key. So, for example, that includes the torch, even if he doesn't grab it.
Quite a few guesses, but a lot. You know what? A lot of people with 20. There's what 3 guesses with 22 and 1 with 21. Chat's being mean to our runners today with the guesses.
I mean, the seed was rude as well, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, those trap placements. Okay, Smokey 1. Going straight left.
Yep. And I believe he's just gonna. Team Hime is gonna say, okay, Kermit, just go full right.
Well, I mean, it depends, because we could see Dragon Strike jump back to the right side after this room. So it's really about what happens after this.
Well,
3. We found the big key.
Yeah.
And we're done. 3. That was fast.
So let's double check.
We did have one guess of 3 towards the end.
We did.
Light strike, 20.
Yeah.
Congrats. That was very fast. That, if you're cheering for Triple Crown, or Clown, Clown Fiesta, you are probably not hoping that they found that fast.
So yeah, now it is pure execution here and reacting to whatever enemies you end up against here.
We still do have to fight 2 bosses, and for the time being, it can literally be any boss except Mothula.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we did not get enough boss information to be able to provide any real information on what could be here. Not a bad first room.
Yeah, I prefer to have bomb boss out here, just so that if I see it's a shit room, I just press the button and kill everything.
These rooms have been pretty nice. Chat talking about how there could be a wall master in here. Yes, there could. That would be me.
Yes, especially in the last room, the last dash room after Moldorm 2. There often is one. I believe there is one in the room that Dragon Strike is in now. Okay, no, never mind. I was counting.
Hiding enemies. Yeah, you know what? This gauntlet's relatively nice.
Yeah, so far.
The Gyptos aren't great enemies, but if you have Fire Rod, then it's not a big deal.
Not a Trinex.
Yeah! Elma!
So Trinex is dead.
Correct.
He cannot
be in the Moldorm arena.
Yeah. A lot of other bosses can be, but not Trinex. There simply isn't enough room for him to be there.
Yep. Well, the interesting thing about that is that Trinex does have to be somewhere. So Trinex was either on ice, in ice, or in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a Moldorm yet, so vanilla potentially?
Potentially.
Got a 25% chance that it's a vanilla. Actually, probably a little bit more, but about 25% chance that it's a vanilla.
And this room, I completely agree using Bombos here, because you don't want to keep walking on those tiles.
No, if you can avoid it, that could be.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Triple Clown Fiesta is clearing up the remaining dungeons, but is, of course, right behind it.
Yeah, we already have Dragon Strike almost at the top of GT,
barring
any major issues.
Yeah, and
they
Kermit
should be
is
done soon, and Triple Clown still has 3 dungeons total.
Yeah, Tito has 1, Raylan has 1.
Yeah. No.
Interesting.
What?
Dragon Strike is still opening chests.
Those, again, you're in the room with those, it takes a few seconds, and if Silvers is in there, you both get Silvers, right? So you're saving...
I agree.
Twice the amount of time.
High yellow spikes. Hey, Vanilla Moldorm. Well,
Vanilla
somewhat Moldorm. Vanilla Moldorm. Those are a few more eyes than normal.
What? Wait, your Moldorm didn't have that many eyes when you played this game originally?
No. And nothing in the chests. Well, a hot container, but hot container, but yeah, not gonna pick that up. You have 10 hearts and red.
So, this boss rando, we didn't see Trinex, and the other 2 bosses we haven't seen are duplicates.
Yeah.
We actually fought pretty much every boss once, except Trinex. Let's see the geometry test here on Dragon side, Strike side.
Nice, 2-2.
Yeah, doing well. Balls are always fun. Meanwhile, we have Tito over fighting blind in this really unfortunate arena. And Raylan entering.
But yeah, entering GT versus exiting GT. And yeah, it's probably gonna be 2 GT climbs difference here in total.
I'm wondering what Hime thinks about where their opponents are, because they also didn't. They took a while to get over to Desert.
Yeah, but that is not a location that you assume your opponent is gonna do early.
I mean, Tito was there quite a bit earlier. If he had finished it, this would have been a very different game.
Oh yeah. But you want to save as much time as possible, and that early, you still have a lot of items to go.
Oh, yeah, no, it was definitely a fair play. It's just, you have that potential, so I'm just wondering if Team Hime is wondering.
No, Team Hime probably feels okay at this point. Not super ahead as they are, but I think they feel okay.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely don't think they feel this ahead, but they could feel good. But the thing is, even if maybe our opponents are right on our heels, are we neck and neck, or where are they? Oh, Turtle Rock had the other bow. it was a bow lock. It was a hammerlock bow. Earlier when we were talking about the bows, and I mentioned, what if there's one on Laser Bridge? There very well might have been.
Yeah, pretty much. Dragon Strike exiting GT when Raylan enters it, and Kermit exiting almost as Tito enters it. So it's 2 climbs. Or two GTs difference. Phase 4 here for Dragon Strike. Meanwhile, his teammate Kermit is doing the geometry test.
And there goes GT Cannon or Dragon Strike. Get your GGs in chat.
GG.
But that is GT for Kermit.
Yeah. Yeah, Team Hime now finishing first. As they know that their opponents haven't finished either of them yet. Now they feel ahead.
Yeah, now it feels good. And you're just waiting now, and you've probably got Dragon Strike keep an eye on the finishes as Kermit focuses on finishing up.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that we're going to see Kermit finish before Triple Clown even has someone at the end.
Yeah. I mean, there's always a fall. That is possible.
I think there's more than one fall, though.
The first time I commentated Tito, he fell to the 1x3 bridge. And lost. And lost because of it. So
that
I wouldn't.
Happens every once in a while. But
yeah.
if you play this enough, there's eventually a race where you're not paying attention and you're just holding up and you don't realize that it hasn't frozen you yet and you just walk right off.
Yeah.
It feels really bad when it happens.
Mm-hmm. I mean, often it doesn't cost you the race. Often it's, okay, I'm gonna do it again, I'm gonna do it proper this time. So yeah, Kermit on his fourth phase of a Ganon here. Tito's still climbing, Raiden fighting Moldorm. Sorry. Helmasaur. Yeah.
Motion for Kermit.
Yeah, that's always nice to have when you're in Randomizer. You don't know when you're suddenly gonna take 10 points of damage. And that's the last strike.
It was the last hit. Blue potion for good luck. Get your GGs in chat for Kermit. Assuming they don't fall right here. We will have a finish.
Yeah. Get your GGs in chat. Team Hime wins, gets their 3 points, and takes a little bit of a command at the middle of this table, which is very, very densely packed.
Yeah, so we did have Dragon Strike finished with an official time of 1:10:51, and Kermit with 1:13:27. Their average time there should be somewhere around, 1:12?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good time. And we are joined by our winners. GG's.
GG's. GG's.
So I do want to ask one question. How surprised were you by that crystal roller in Eastern?
I don't know. I mean, you always expect stuff, but that was really. I just noped out after that. You saw that.
Yeah,
as well. So
yeah. I started laughing when I figured out what happened. There is a clip of that on the channel.
There is no way to get past that with knowing where that crystal roller is as you open the door.
I mean, I think you can actually, if you go to the left room first, you could probably do something against that, right? But I just realized it like after the race, I guess.
Yeah, but
Us.
I think it's on the same super tile. So when you walk down again, it's still
Oh.
moving.
Okay.
Yeah, because not
Because
everyone got hit by that when they walked through the
Yeah,
door. Some people did make it through with no damage.
yeah, I believe Tito managed to get through unscathed, and he didn't
You
know
just-
about it.
It's almost everyone had it in the same place because everyone had the same movement with the boots and everything else. But if you did any sort of detour
see,
in
I
any
see.
way, you had a chance
Yeah.
to not get hit.
I was so nervous. My controller didn't work right before the race, and I had to restart my computer and everything. That's why I was so nervous, and yeah, it was really showing. I'm just glad we won.
We won, and yeah, that hammer. Ooh, that's not a fun place.
I mean, it was a good place for us, I'd say, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have won.
I believe Tito was in desert like 20 minutes before you. It's just that he got the 2 items and bailed. He didn't do the
Oh.
boss.
I see.
So yeah, they pretty much last located that. I think it was Green Pendant and first Chest Swamp they had left.
I see.
Wasn't there an item on the boss? The map was in the big chest, compass was right side, or not?
I'm not 100% sure if there was an item on the boss there. It could have been.
Just wanna Raylan deciding to not
Mhm.
kill Moldorm.
Yeah, he is gonna bomb jump.
Ooh, almost didn't make it.
And yeah, chat saying that there was an item on the boss. So yeah, it was a gamble by Tito and Triple Cloud Fiesta that they knew there was an item there for the longest time, but they just didn't go get it.
Oh boy. Let's hope Ron also tries this tomorrow and fails all the time till we won again.
Yeah, the standings is really, really tight in the bottom of this, and this win for you really puts you ahead.
I'm just glad we can't get relegated anymore. The rest is a bonus.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, well, we were looking at the standings before this, and there's basically there was a 4-way tie for 4th with even one more team just 1 game behind. Your division seems to be very, very close in your portion of the division.
That's true. We are all equally bad.
Or equally good.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that for sure.
Yeah, and Raylan has decided that he is going to die on this hill by getting the mold on bounce.
I mean, he's showing it off. He knows they've lost, so
Yeah, that's right.
he would not be doing this if the race wasn't over.
Yeah. Oh, he's out of bombs.
Well, gonna see. I wanted to see what the Wizard Robes dropped, and unfortunately, it's rupees. You cannot bomb jump with rupees.
No.
Rupee jump?
And get your GDC in chat for Tito, who has finished killing Ganon.
Yep.
And I believe we have a Tito and a Raylan coming in here.
It's
GG's.
not a Raylan. There's missing the A in the name. GG's.
GG.
Hey,
G-
a Kermit. GG's a Dragon Strike.
Yeah, GG Stutz.
Such a jet seat. To be honest, I didn't listen to the restream, so I don't know what you talked about earlier.
I mean, we just talked generally about how awful that hammer spot was.
How fast the seat was, to be honest. it's like the one decision to let's clear this one before doing something else, which is way stupid. Way more stupid than playing Green Pendant. I totally forget that it exists. Like Swamp Palace first chess as well. So I just remembered as one was currently going for the red bomb. I was like, oh, wait, Swamp first chess. Oh, it's too late, Tito. Okay. And it's Green Pendant. Oh god. Oh no. Please. Oh, there's a shovel. Please shovel. But yeah. So at this point, it's like, yeah, I doubt they played Ice Palace, right? You are going like, Ice Palace takes ages. One player might playing for the red crystals, that's totally fine. But the other one might looking everything else in the seat and playing Green Pendant for Ice Palace. So we knew we were doomed unless something happened.
Some things happened actually. I couldn't do Hera pod with 10 tries, and I had to go into Hera basement, get the small, get the big key. Ugh. It was terrible.
I mean, you are playing tomorrow as well, right? So just put
Yeah.
the hammer elsewhere, and this is going to be better. And it just reminds me of Yoshi. As we played co-op, he was like, "Oh, I never learned that. I'm going the vanilla way. Oh, I don't care. All right, that's fine." so at least you had fun a little bit. I hope. At least that was in the voice room. It's like one of the most fun things is just listening to the runners. A few people are pretty
Yeah.
serious and like just concentrated and not much fun talk on the way. But on the other hand, I think your team as well, like a little bit trash talk here, a little bit jokes there. Oh, there are boots, there are silvers, something like that, and just having a great time and not doing such a weird trick in Hera. Nobody does that anyway. I think this is more a laughter than a cry for help.
Oh yeah, it's fun for sure.
Yeah, so that was one thing we didn't see it when you were doing it, but there's a crystal roller in the start of Eastern that got two of you. But
I mean, Tito told me about it, and I just totally forgot by the time
Yeah.
I went there.
yeah, but somehow Tito skipped it. He didn't get hit.
I did, but I had like 7 hearts and it was down to 4, so it was
Okay,
that bad
okay,
with the red
okay.
mail. Yeah, it was later with the red mail on, so it's like, oh, there's the roller. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's hitting me anyway, so I don't.
There's a clip that was posted in chat recently, but Kermit was the first one in there with 3 hearts and green mail, and that did not end well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason why I do not go Eastern as early as I can in our routing, and Kermit found out why.
Ooh, Kermit.
I'll go there again, don't worry.
Maybe we're doing the same tomorrow. Who knows?
Yeah, otherwise, this seed was everything was just in the open.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we were
mean,
at the starting. We were trying to talk and explain what the mode was, and we had to keep stopping to talk about the items that you all kept finding. And at one point, I think you had more than half of the items, and I wasn't done trying to explain the mode.
I believe, Tito and Raylan, you did find your flute like a minute or two before
yeah.
Team Hime, because
It-
yeah.
Marlon, I got enough money. Let me do the fake flipper checks as well. And he's just said, yeah, I'm going to Mini Moldorm Dam and over to Agina. And in this case, oh, there are the flippers. There are this. There are that. Oh, there's the flute. So, all right, that's nice. You have to go back for your Kakariko as well because we never entered this before. And as he was back in Kakariko, I just paid Zora for the Moon Pearl, and I could just tell him you need the money as well. So let's go for this, and it turned out pretty nicely.
Yeah, I mean, you had a fantastic start. And then, yeah, hammer happened.
Yeah, it's
Well-
like playing with me is last locating for sure. So this is not a surprise anymore. I'm not even mad at the seed.
I mean, I made my entire career on last locating my go mode, so it was bound to happen.
The one thing we haven't discussed is with not quite last locationing it, but Dark World access seemed a little bit rough for everyone. How was everyone feeling about the location of the gloves and the mitts there?
I think I just told Wallen, go grab the Moon Pearl before playing the mountain. If there are two, if we could enter Dark World at this point, you need the Moon Pearl anyways. So I was a little bit surprised, and it was funny that there are really two gloves up there. So I just somehow called it in before, so I'm not sure. I wasn't surprised that much.
Kind of worked out still. It was, I mean, with the mountain open, there's a lot of items up there, so it can somewhat be expected to get the Darkwood access there too. So, yeah, I'm not too surprised. And like Tito said, it really worked out for us for the timing. So, or from decisions. So, yeah. Up until that point, we were feeling pretty good.
And then the hammer came and crushed all of your hopes and dreams.
It didn't. He never showed up. So stop lying.
I do want to ask, because you hadn't done SARS Closet before you got your green pendant. Was that part of your consideration when you were doing Desert, that I might as well do the boss and the green pendant because I'm gonna have to go there anyway?
We did. One was there early game. I think you mean Team Hime?
Kermit
Yeah,
was also there.
Yeah, if he
I
was
was
Eastern in the
there,
first
but-
minute, did you skip that? That would be.
No.
I
No.
don't think so. Yeah.
But it just felt like, okay, Ice Palace is open. First chest in Swamp is open. I
Yeah.
just got the mirror. Might as well finish this and never come back, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, I believe that is it for this seed. If you have any final thoughts or words to say, go ahead.
We need one more win.
And we have one more game.
Good luck tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, it
And
will be fun.
let's hope it will be another fun seed.
We need
Not
a-
as fast as this one though.
Yeah, it's Randomizer week, so we want to see and experience all of the Randomizer stuff. This was
Yes.
pretty lame in most of the rooms, so yeah, let's have a great one tomorrow as well.
Yes.
And GG's once again. Thanks for commentating and tracking, of course. And see you again in 22 hours, I think. So have a great evening.
Yeah, that is gonna do it for us. Thank you to our fantastic runners for putting on a fantastic show. Please go follow them. Their links are in chat. Big thanks to our trackers, Ascend and Nervendulch. We couldn't do this without you, really. We only have so many eyes, and yeah. And thank you to the admin team for all of the work behind this. They're putting in a lot of work to get all of this done. And thank you to my co-com, Selfna. It was really
Yeah,
fun.
it was very nice commentating with you, Titan. And just for all our viewers, please do follow the SpeedGaming channel that we're on here, and there's also SpeedGaming 2 through 6. There's a lot of more ALTTPR that's going to be coming up. Playoffs will be starting soon too for this tournament. There's a lot of other games going on from other communities. Right now there should be a Metroid Prime 2 randomizer race going on over at SpeedGaming 2. They're more than halfway through their time. And Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver race over on SpeedGaming 3 that only just started about a half hour ago. So there's probably a lot more to go there. So if you're interested in one of those, do jump over. Otherwise, we hope you had a good time with us, and hope to see you next time.